We've got 5 Lions predictions that we think are going to come true before the 2025 season. Let's jump into it. Hi, it's Mike Payton from A to Z Sports Detroit. Today we have 5 predictions for the Lions that we believe are going to come true before that first kickoff in week 1 on September 7th against the Green Bay Packers. Let's jump right into it. The first one is a really easy one. It's really simple. We think za'darius Smith is going to get signed back by the Lions before the season starts. And the reason it's so simple, so easy is because he is telling everybody and their mother that he wants to be back with the Lions. And we know from Brad Holmes at the league meetings and before the draft that there has been contact between the team and his agent. Right now, it's just kind of sitting with his agent, which kind of tells you they're trying to see, where the money's going to be at. So that is going to be a big one. I think Smith's going to be back for the Lions. That's going to be huge because another edge rusher help would be big. The next one is that we believe Isaac Tesla is going to jump Tim Patrick in the depth chart and be the new wide receiver 3. Love Tim Patrick. Love everything that he can bring to the team. I don't think this means he's getting cut. He's definitely should be on this team once the season starts. But with Tesla, you're getting a little bit more speed. You're getting the ability to high point the ball, go up and make those contested catches. I'm not sure Tim Patrick can really do all that anymore. He can get open. He can make some catches. He can get first downs. But can he really athletically get by some of these other corners and linebackers? Can he really just show what he could do speed-wise? And I don't think he has that necessarily anymore. And that's why I believe Tesla is going to jump him in the depth chart. We sort of mentioned this in another video, but I believe Jackson Meeks is going to be the top undrafted free agent, the top dog. Everybody's going to be loving this guy, the camp darling of the summer, much like Isaiah Williams was last year before the Lions, unfortunately, had to let him go midseason, and he's now with the Bengals. But we believe Jackson Meeks is going to have a similar summer where he just shows off what he's capable of doing, has some big preseason games, and finds his way onto the 53-man roster, probably in that 6th wide receiver spot. Okay, the next one, kind of sticking our necks out a little bit here, but we believe the Lions are going to add another quarterback before the season starts. Ultimately, Hendon Hooker just might not be working out. And it's sad to say that, but he's having a lot of the same issues that he had last summer, where he's holding onto the ball a little bit too long, taking sacks, or he's throwing the ball too fast, and he's throwing interceptions, and he's struggling with the deep ball. And Kyle Allen hasn't really been much better than that. It just feels safe to say that maybe the Lions are looking at another quarterback. It might be worthwhile to bring in a third guy to battle it out for that quarterback 2 spot. And that's not to say that Hooker doesn't get it or Kyle Allen doesn't get it or that this guy that they bring in does get it. But I think an extra competition would certainly make things stronger for those guys. It would push them a little bit and make them want to play a little bit harder. Not that they're not playing hard, but I think it would definitely be an added level of competition, and that helps. The last one is that we believe the Lions are going to part ways with a few recent draft picks, namely Broderick Martin, Colby Sorsdal, and Dominic Lovett. Martin and Sorsdal have been here for years. We've been waiting for them to kind of find that next level, find what they're able to help the team with. It just hasn't quite happened yet. Both guys in that process have found themselves buried on the depth chart. When you're buried, it makes it so much harder to find that roster spot. And because of that, they could be on the outs. Lovett is kind of up in the air. Like I said, I think Jackson Meeks is the guy that can come in and get that 6th spot. And if he's that guy, then that kind of leaves Lovett on the outs because he can't get over Khalif Raymond or Tim Patrick or Isaac Tesla and obviously Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I think that puts him in a position where he could probably be on the practice squad. It's not going to find a room for him on the 53-man roster. We'll see where things go, and we'll see how these predictions wind up turning out. Until then, we'll talk to you guys next time.